Red Mountain Behavioral Health was kind of started out of with the goal of keeping families together, building stronger families, and helping to eliminate the out-of-home placement of children from leaving their biological families. Back in Florida, worked in therapeutic foster care in the late 90s. Did that for a couple of years, and we actually had two, three different kids live in our house for a period of time. During that, we kind of realized how bad it is when the actual parents and the children are separated. We moved to Arizona in July of 2000 to work in an orphanage. We kind of pioneered a behavioral health dormitory to help transition kids into that. Also at the same time in group homes for teenage boys who were DES group homes where the children had been taken away from their parents and or lost their parents and were now wards of the state. In the course of doing all that, we saw kind of the way the families, once they fell apart, the outcomes for these kids were really not positive. As we kind of were trying to decide what can we do to help families, what can we do to help these kids not to have to go through years and years of hurt and pain, we came up with the idea of Red Mountain. I think we started the company in October of 2002.
We took the first client the first weekend in October, and Randy and I really felt like it was going to be just something simple that we do on the weekend as a way to help families out, but never anything big like it's become over the years. And so I worked with one young boy, and my son and daughter were also there, and we took him with us and did what we do as a family. And the mother was so grateful and talked to me on the phone on Monday, I think, after the child went home, and was just so grateful for the relief that she got, the break, that she was able to know her child was in a safe place. And he actually came home and corrected her when she cussed. She was surprised.
From that point on, it seemed like it went from 1 to 2 to 20 to 40 to 80, and it kind of went up. And we've been very fortunate over the years to have some great people come along beside us, always with the goal of keeping families together, to keep the children from going into an out-of-home placement. That's the most important thing to us. Give counseling an opportunity to work within the family. And I think probably one of the most important things for us is to just see over a period of years the outcomes that these families have.
One of our main areas of focus is working with the tribal communities, and it's been a very exciting experience for us. There is a strong sense of family, although the families are broken and they do need help. There's always a significant female that I have experienced talking with within different groups of families that is parenting, so to speak. For whatever reason, the family is broken, there's dysfunction among the groups. One significant aunt or grandmother or mother takes these children, and so there could be a woman 70 years old and she's got 3-year-olds because she's taken her sister's children because she's unable to care for them.
The Wellness Weekend, I think, actually has benefits for both the child and for the caregivers. We bring them over in a van, we go out, have a nice dinner with them, do an activity, get them settled into the house they're going to be in. Saturdays, we go to the zoo, we go to the park, we go to the playgrounds, we go all do fun things, and we also do therapeutic things where we actually teach them a few things. And during that period of time, hopefully the adults, the parents, they get a break, the caregivers get a break. Sometimes we use that as an opportunity to provide counseling services when the child isn't in the home. But the idea is to just really give everybody a chance to breathe for a few minutes.
It's the rest and relaxation that allows the children to recharge their batteries. So when the family actually is apart for that brief moment, they miss each other, they realize how much they love each other, and so when they get back together again, the goal is that everybody is in a good place and are able to achieve the goals that they need to achieve in their day-to-day living. Our staff works with the children on manners and different things that they may not have reinforcers for at home, and hopefully it brings in some peace and calmness into the home.
I tell everybody that I want there to be a spirit of excellence about what we do, and that the houses that we use for our clients needs to be up to the standard that I would want for my own children. So we have houses that are in the community here. They're very nice houses. We decorate them. Many of them have swimming pools in the backyard so the kids can have activities, get an opportunity to swim and just relax and be kids. So what we do with that is we try to put them in a opportunity to be successful with peers of their own age, gender, and they do age-appropriate activities during the course of the weekend that might range anywhere from a group of 5 to 8-year-olds to a group of teenage boys or girls. I've always kind of felt like that these clients, these children, these community members who come into our care were given to us by God, and that we need to care for them as if they were our own kids. And I tell my staff every time when they come in, you know, I would not leave 8 or 9 kids with you if I didn't think you could take care of my children, my own children, my grandchildren. I wouldn't do that. You have to be able to take care of my kids. And I look at the staff that we have to be the best at what they do. I go after the heart first, and then after I get the ones who have the right heart, it's pretty easy to teach them the skills to do what we need to get the job done within the behavioral health guidelines. We follow the OBHL rules, but the heart is the most important thing to us, because these kids, they mean a lot to me.
It's just been a privilege and an honor to be able to serve these families, because when someone trusts you enough to give their most prized possession over to you, to me, to this company, and entrust us with those little ones, it's our passion to see that these kids are cared for and loved and taught and given the skills to succeed in our community and in our society, so that they can go further and reach more lives and touch more lives and just be productive.
One of the things that we're really good at is identifying the needs of the family. And we're not going to try to talk people into doing something that they don't want, don't need. Our program is totally volunteer. If the kids don't want to come, they're not going to get in the vehicle with us. If the parents don't want their children to come, they're not going to refer them. But I think the ones who have tried our program in the past have found the benefit. I think the kids have a great time. They learn, they grow. We work on social skills. We work on communication skills. We try to give these guys hope. We try to take them to a level where they can really experience a hope, a real sense of, I want to do something more than just fall into the old patterns. So I think, Red Mountain is for the parents who need a break. Red Mountain is for the children who need a break from the parents. Red Mountain can provide the family support that it needs, the counseling, the community. We have community members who actually will provide cultural sensitivity and the cultural piece that we feel like is very important to what the community needs.